What is up, guys? Dr.Pep here, and welcome to a video that me and the student named Carrot, I'll link his channel down in the description down below, put a lot of effort into, and I know I don't usually do this normally, and you guys will notice that I don't do this normally, especially if you guys have watched me for a while now. But I am asking for likes at the start of the video, so I do want you guys to like this. If you guys like this segment, and I also want you to comment custom cards or archetypes that you want us to do this with again. I'll explain how we came up with this idea. I'm not sure what I'm going to call it. I'll figure that out later. So Kasame Unlimited, or they're also known as Underground, has a segment of Could This Be Meta? And what they do is they make 5 fantasy support cards, and I think the last one they made was spellbooks of 4. I can't remember what the last one they made was, or he made, because it's now his channel. So what they do is they make 5 fantasy support cards, and they give it to an archetype, and see if that would be a good deck, or a viable deck, or a meta deck. And so me and this guy named Carrot, if you guys have watched our live streams, then you know who he is. We did the exact same thing. We gave Scraps 5 fantasy support cards, but we actually scripted and programmed the cards into Dev Pro. Now this took us a long time, okay? And trust me, it was very hard because we didn't look up any tutorials or anything. We just scripted it. And there are some flaws with the scripting right now, but nothing to where it's unusable. Like it does what it says it does on the card, except with the custom cards I forgot there's some weird scripting problem to where it's unaffected by like continuous trap cards, specifically like skill drain, things that negate its effect, but that's not much, honestly. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna explain what the cards that we made are, and we're gonna do like a 1 or 2 duels trying to showcase all the cards in them. Okay, so we did Scraps for the first one because me and him love Scraps, and it's one of the main decks one of our main go-to decks for streams and that kind of stuff. We made 5 fantasy support cards, like I said. The first card on our list is Scrap Destroyer. He is the new boss monster. He is a level 8 machine, earth, 3000 attack, 2800 defense. And once per turn, you can special summon 1 scrap monster from your graveyard. It doesn't matter what level it is. It's not like Scrap Golem where it says level 4 or lower. It's any scrap monster, so even your synchros. And also, once per turn, when a scrap monster is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 scrap monster from your deck. You can only use this effect of Scrap Destroyer once per turn. So he's a Scrap Factory mixed with a better version of Scrap Golem. So he's your main go-to card for special summoning, and that's what we wanted. We wanted some big boss monster, main deck monster, that can just special summon at the wazoo and get your plays like really going there. We also made this card, and this card it was my personal opinion, the most broken card. Cannot be normal summoner set, so we did put a restriction on it. If you control a face-up scrap monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is special summoned, you can destroy up to 2 cards on the field, and each player draws cards equal to the amount of cards they controlled that were destroyed. It's he's a monarch. It's not Caius, it's what's his name? Karaz, yeah. It's Karaz's effect, basically, in a level 4 that could special summon himself. And he doesn't have the drawback to where he can't attack that turn. And you can actually do damage to your opponent that turn. So it's really, really busted card. The normal summoner set does kind of make it, you have to run it with the other scraps. But you can special summon it from the graveyard and the hand. But you can't special summon it from the deck. You can't use Scrap Destroyer to special summon it from the deck. We also made Scrap Viking, which is a I forgot to mention, this is a warrior earth level 4 1600 attack 1200 defense. Forgot to mention that. We also made Scrap Viking, which is a monster tuner, warrior earth, 1000 attack, 1000 defense. And he is a tuner, which helps a lot. You discard this card, add 1 scrap factory from the deck to the hand. We thought that instead of running terraforming, that this would be a lot better since it's a tuner, level 4, easy to make scrap dragon or any really other level 4 or rank 8. I mean level 8 synchro. Just kind of a really snappy. Add your combo pieces, and if you have Chimera, you can pitch this, special summon, or add scrap factory, then activate Scrap Factory, summon Chimera, special summon Viking. Then if you have a Knight, special summon Knight, draw 2, special summon from the deck. It can get really crazy when you have Knight in the hand. Next support card was a spell. It's a continuous spell, and I'm sorry if I'm rambling on about this. I'm doing it from the top of my head, so it can get a little difficult remembering everything. And remember if I covered everything. This is a continuous spell. It's called Scrap Reinforcement. Earth monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle, except by other Earth monsters. And field spell cards cannot be destroyed. So it's a field barrier mixed with Aquatrus Stage, I believe. Kind of. Like the first part of Aquatrus Stage. And the last card, we basically made 9 pillars for scraps. If you guys don't know what 9 pillars is, I'll just explain it, the scrap version. When a spell / trap card or monster effect is activated, and you control, I don't know why it says one control, he typed that, and you control a scrap monster, negate the activation, and if you do, shuffle the card into the deck, then destroy 1 scrap card you control. This card is really, really good, because it pops a scrap, which scraps want to happen, and you can do it during your opponent's turn, so Scrap Factory could go off during your opponent's turn, and since you have Scrap Destroyer, you could also do Scrap Destroyer on your opponent's turn, or its second effect at least. And so you can actually get a lot of special summons on your opponent's turn and a negate. It is a insanely good card. Now, as you guys can see, this deck's really not complete. Just kind of randomly thrown in together, whatever. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to AI, and we're just going to verse an easier deck, old school, and hopefully I could showcase all these cards to you. Hopefully. Keyword. Okay, so we have Knight, and I can show you guys how Knight works here. Actually, I don't really want to do Knight right now. I mean, we could just normal summon this. I'll show you just kind of how it works. And sorry that the images are actually kind of extra big. Can't really do anything about that. Draw 2, and Scrap Beast effect, add the Knight back. And that's one of the really helpful things. And we actually have our Playmaker for next turn. You can also run Rhoda now because they're warriors. Okay, we're going to activate Scrap. Yep. And so basically next turn it looks like we will have something. At least something. And we're versing old school, so yeah, sorry that's kind of a bad hand. If you don't really have your normal summons, then that can kind of burk you. This isn't a proper build of Scrap, so I just kind of threw it together. And okay, here we go. I've always thought Breaker was really good, and I don't know why more people don't run a Breaker. So with Scrap Factory, you usually will go for Destroyer. Okay, then you activate Destroyer's first effect, special summoning really anything, like a Breaker. Special on our side of the field. We're also going to activate this so that these can't be destroyed by battle, and this is protected. Special summon Knight. Knight is one of the most broken cards, because you just get so many effects. And draw 2, and then you get Destroyer's effect. Go for another Destroyer, and yes, Destroyer can special summon Destroyer. Activate your effect. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to special summon this to our side of the field, and then we're going to pop 2 of his cards. And then we're also going to just kind of normal summon you. Okay, activate your effect. Special summon Knight. Special summon my side of the field. Yep. And then pop you and you, just to make sure that we won't have anything to deal with. Draw a card. Okay, we have 2 negates now, and the Scrap Factory in hand. And we can also do quite a bit of damage here. So the targeting removal is not necessarily wanted, you know. It's not necessarily what everybody wants. But as you guys can see, like the cards work really well together with how we built them, and I feel like we did a pretty good job. We're going to do one more duel here, and hopefully you guys can understand the gist. If you guys need any information, let me know down in the comments down below, and hopefully I could give you some something. I know that's not very helpful here, but we'll see. We'll see what we actually draw here, because actually if I draw Viking, then we could. No, okay, we did it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. Oh wait, I can add Viking because it's a tuner. Totally forgot about that. So that also works for scrap factory. So Viking's really easy to research, so that it's really easy to search your scrap factory and then just go off in more plays. And so we're gonna do this. Activate pop 2, draw 2, and then activate a bunch of effects. I want to add Knight back to the hand so that we can draw some more. It's really easy to draw in this deck now, so ever since Scrap Knight was made, ever since we made Scrap Knight. We're going to activate this so that we can have that. Also going to activate your effect, special summoning Beast. And if we had Searcher on the field, we could actually just nuke his monsters, which would be cool, but we don't. So pop these two. Yep. Activate your effect, activate your effect. That's Scrap Knight back. Some of these combos are kind of ridiculous, I know, but we just had to make them good. We had to make them a really good deck. And that's the goal. That was the goal, is to make them like a broken deck, basically. Let's see here. We're going to activate your effect. Special summon a beast to our side of the field. And we can go for a synchro play, which I actually might do. I kind of want to reduce my hand size a little bit here. There we go. I feel like, yeah, okay, hold on, I can do this. Yep. And then I can pop 2. Oh, okay, there we go. They made sure I had to pop 2. Okay, well, that sucks. Yeah, he has to pop this, though. Oh, never mind, okay. Actually, I'm pretty cool with that, due to the fact that I can do this here. And then I can activate your effect. False pop this, which is pretty cool, that you don't actually have to pop it. And we're going to go straight into the battle phase, try to do as much damage as we can here. And we do have the negate here. And then next turn we also, actually with the negate, we have game. There's no way he's going to come back. Because no matter what he activates here, yeah, like I can activate this, and then pop this, and then get 2 special summon effects. This is the kind of things I mean, like where it could get like borderline, like way too broken. You get 2 special summon effects, so we're going to special 2 golems. And Golem is still a good card in this deck, don't get me wrong, it's just Destroyer is slightly better. And you can also pull Destroyer, which is kind of stuns your plays a little bit. As you can see, it's still affected by monster effects, so that's okay. Then he's going to make me banish 3, whatever. Scrap Reinforcement, okay, he can attack twice. Next turn, Scrap Dragon Pop. And it looks like we'll have game. Okay, maybe not. How do I want to do this? Oh wait, no, I got this. Special summon to my side of the field, yes. Activate effect, yes. Then all we need to do is normal summon this. I mean, you didn't have to normal summon it, but I did. It's special summon. Pop itself. Use its effect, use its effect, use its effect. Add this in the hand. And then just kind of special summon whatever. Breaker. Just some big sticks. And so, yeah, this should be the end of the video here, actually. So tell me what you guys think about this. I know this wasn't very professionally made or anything, and I don't know if I went over everything properly. But I really do hope you guys like this video, because I really did enjoy scripting this and that kind of stuff. And I also need attack for game. But yeah, tell me what you guys think about the cards and that kind of stuff. Tell me if you guys need to know anything, or if you guys want the scripts. It's not 100% completed. Like I said, like some cards don't work on ours, and that's just because I didn't script it right in certain things. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the cards, and also let me know if you guys want some more support cards and that kind of stuff. And please like the video. I'm honestly begging you. It took me a lot of time and a lot of work to do this. But yeah, thank you all for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like. And as always, I don't know why I did double click. Have a nice day.